Hello again, this is my second video about working the pelvic floor, and it's just to show you a couple of different ways that you can work your pelvic floor muscles. So I hope you enjoy them, I hope you give them a go. Do let me know if you want on how you find it. So this series we're having a look in all fours. So we're going to come, which is why I'm down here. Yeah, so we're coming to hands and knees, and just like we did with our previous series where we were doing those in standing position, we're going to do a quick posture check. So we want to make sure that the knees are in a fairly straight line underneath the hips and the hands are in a fairly straight line underneath the shoulders. I always start off with my fingers splayed and my thumbs pointing towards each other. If I'm on my yoga mat, my first two fingers are pointing to the top of the mat. But it is very common to have elbow issues, shoulder issues, or wrist issues that mean that these positions aren't comfortable, and that's absolutely fine. So you can come up on your knuckles, you can put your hands, we call these cupcakes, like you're holding little cupcakes, you can come on fists if you like, or if it's really tricky, you can come down on your elbows, but it will slightly change what you're exercising, but not enough for it to make a significant difference. Yeah, so have a little play and see what feels comfortable for you. Yeah. So what we are doing today, what we're going to start off with is quite a small movement, and we want to be quite isolating and selecting of which muscles we are working. So this is called the tail wag, and we really just want to be working from the hips down. So we're working the very end of the spine, just those bottom few vertebrae, to use a pun. Yeah. So we're just, as we breathe out, curling that tail up towards the sky, and as we breathe out, curling it back down towards the floor. So it's a real small, gentle movement. Yeah, we're not doing cat-cow, we're not releasing that belly and curling up round. That's not what we're doing today. We are just curling up. Imagine that you've got a tail coming out of the bottom of your spine, and as you breathe out, you're going to point it up to the sky, and as you breathe in, you're going to curl it round. Now you might find, given that we're talking about the pelvic floor, you might find that your pelvic floor muscles naturally clench and release themselves with this motion, and that's certainly not to be discouraged. So you might find that as your tailbone points up towards the ceiling, your pelvic floor muscles relax and release, and as your tailbone points down towards the floor, that your pelvic floor muscles naturally clench. So have a see, work it with your breath, just this very small motion up to the ceiling, to the floor. Yeah. So in your own time, you can pause the video if you want to do it for a little bit longer. You're just breathing out, pointing up to the sky, breathing in, curling round. Now the next one, we're all going to come down onto our elbows with our backside pointing up towards the sky. And this one is one that would be for you internally. You probably wouldn't see any motion from outside. And we're just thinking it's similar to the Kegels. We're thinking as if we are going to open and close a zip between the anus and the vagina. So really nice and slowly. Again, just mirroring it in with your breath. That as you breathe out, you are just closing that zip from the anus to the vagina. And then as you breathe in, you are opening that zip back up. Yeah, now I've got my head up just so that I can talk to you, but actually you can have your head down if that feels more comfortable, or if all of that is a bit too strong, get your block or your brick, pillows, cushions, whatever. You can come up if that's better. If you don't want to have your head all the way down, if that isn't comfortable for you, then don't do that. Yeah, but you can come all the way down and really relax the neck and the shoulder muscles, and just concentrate on that pelvic floor. Yeah. So both of those exercises are nice gentle ways to work your pelvic floor that are safe to do in pregnancy and will help strengthen and tone that whole basket of pelvic floor muscles which need to be worked to help hold the baby in, you know. And if we start in earlier pregnancy, as soon as it's safe for you to do exercise and continue them through week on week through your whole pregnancy, it can really help with an easier birth and a more straightforward pregnancy. And it has the potential to hold off some of those complications that can occur through pregnancy when the pelvic floor becomes very, very weak and those muscles release. Yeah. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.